The keys are in it?
Yeah, they're ready to go.
It's ready to go? Okay.
Not yet.
Hold on, okay. He's in his zone defense here.
You got a bill to pay. You're not going anywhere yet.
Welcome to Hoovie's Garage, the dumbest automotive channel in all of YouTube. And good news, my Ferrari 355 is done at the Car Wizards. He says, come pick it up and drive it home. But the bad news is, it's probably going to be the biggest bill in Car Wizard history, at least towards me, and it's not done yet. And even more bad news is my other Ferrari, this 1990 Ferrari 348. We thought we had fixed the coolant leak on this thing by tightening up a hose clamp. Well, every time I park it and it cools off and sits for a few days, it piddles out more coolant, which is what continues to happen. So it may be that water pump we were talking about, which would require removing the engine. I just finished doing it on the 355, and now we'd have to do it again on the 348 to fix it, which, I mean, isn't that bad of a thing because we're on 6 years on the last timing belt service, so it's getting close to due. But I was going to be doing it next year no matter what, so it's not a huge deal, except I have this huge bill with the Wizard. I'm gonna have to do it all over again. So let's head up to the Car Wizard, drop this thing off. Fingers crossed it's another minor thing. And then we'll pick up the 355 and we'll continue the restoration on it. I actually did the right thing for once and did the mechanical restoration before all the cosmetic restoration, which that Ferrari needs, well, a lot more. This one, well, it was already painted with a broom and has carpet and bus seats, so it's kind of a lost cause on looking pretty, but that's why I love it. Now, actually, I can't complain that much because this car has given me nearly 2 years of total reliability, even though it has 100,000 miles, but that's all been at the previous owner's pain, multiple previous owners. You can see the book here, a little refresher. The two previous owners spanning over 20 years to the late 90s. The total on all the service records is over $70,000. $70,000 to drive this car, basically 60,000 miles, which is absolutely insane. For people looking at these cars as investments, I'm going to buy one and it'll be worth $1 million someday. Well, it's never going to be worth $1 million unless inflation just goes insane. But also you have to maintain these things, and Ferraris, even this one being driven, well, that kind of helps it versus ones that are sitting, in the sense that sitting is bad for cars, but also use. You know, there's wear with use, so you're kind of screwed either way. You're doing the timing belts by age or by miles, no matter what, along with other things like the transmissions being rebuilt, common on these 348s. The 355s have all of their issues. So if you're thinking of buying one of these and saying, oh, it's a great investment, well, unless you have a YouTube channel where you can complain about repair bills and faint in front of your mechanic and do silly things, it's probably not a good idea unless you just really want the car as a dream of yours and you're just wanting to splurge. With all the rampant speculations on exotics right now, obviously, if you bought something 2 years ago, you've done really well for yourself. But nowadays, I mean, come on. But let's head up to the Car Wizards. Hopefully, it's going to take a few days before we find out what's really wrong with it. Fingers crossed on this, and then, well, the 355, the song that never ends. Ah, Wizard.
It's still piddling.
It's still pedaling.
Yeah.
We need to find out why or where.
Or who, or what, or how.
Does that mean we get to do another engine out?
Oh, Wizard, please be kind. And don't let Danielson go hacking away at something here to where the engine has to come out, because I know he wants to do it.
He really wants to do it.
But the keys are in it?
Yeah, they're ready to go.
It's ready to go? Okay.
Not yet.
Hold on, okay. He's in his zone defense here.
You got a bill to pay. You're not going anywhere yet.
I knew this was happening. Look at those Pumas, Wizard.
Yes, they are comfortable. They're called soft ride. See that? Soft ride.
Very, very nice. So how soft is the ride going to be on this?
Actually, we came in under budget. We didn't have to do the steering rack.
That's right, but the boots are a waiting thing?
They're on order 3 to 5 weeks. That's the last thing that's left on it. Everything else went perfect.
But they're just cracked. I mean, they're not hurting anything other than letting dust in. So, okay, so under budget is still, it was still a big budget. So
look at all those parts.
Holy moly.
And they're all Ferrari prices.
Holy moly. Yep. Okay. $13,190. I'm not going to faint.
Please don't faint.
We already knew this coming in, but
yes.
I think this is the biggest bill you've ever presented me on a single car, right?
I think it is, yes.
355 ownership. Here it is. And if we're doing it all over again on the 348, it's going to be every bit of that, or maybe a little less. I don't know, because there's
Maybe
a lot more wrong.
Yeah.
All right, well, I'll pay and then go. Or if I just ran, I could probably outrun you.
Are you?
No, I'll pay. Final little wipe down from Daniel's son.
Oh, so you can see it.
Let's do a top demonstration actually while you're here. So now it's manual, right?
Yes.
Moving the seats up, which you still have to do to get the top down. It's unlatched, and then I'll let you demonstrate how stupid it was to have a power top when you can just do this. So go for it.
So you lift up the front a little bit, then this center bar, you gotta make sure you lift this up because the elastics are weak.
Right.
And then you go all the way back, and then you just drop it down.
That's it. That's all there is to it. And then you can put the boot on, and it looks beautiful, and just leave the top down. Versus spending how much to sort out that top, probably, if it were going to be power operated again?
It was unsavable.
Well, that's one word to put it. Something obscene. But now it's a convertible that works whenever I want. It's a wizard fix, yes.
Wizard fixed.
All right, well, I'll hit the road. You're satisfied?
I'm satisfied.
You should be dancing with the biggest bill you've ever had.
Yeah, I got needed to fill up gas in my yacht.
Yacht. Well, buy Daniel a pizza or something.
Maybe.
All right, it's time. It's time to drive it to the next shop for the next round of work. Because that's what Ferrari life is. Okay, well, let's take it in before, because it is quite a mess. Super, super dirty, dried up leather. I'm trying out a new shop, so let's see how they do here. Clear bra chipping away there. Of course, we have the big boom on the bottom. Goes all the way down the side. Oh, that's, yeah, beautiful. Paint chipped here. And then just filthy, filthy dirty. So we'll see what Stuart at Van Gogh can do, huh?
Absolutely.
Here's this mess of keys. I
We'll
probably
take
shouldn't
care
give you all those, but yeah, good luck.
Deal. All right, we'll take care of it for you.
About $50, 2 hours later,
Yeah,
right?
maybe somewhere around there. We'll see what we can do.
Perfect. Well, it's been a little longer than 2 hours. It's been 2 weeks, and they quoted me about $2,000 to go through the 355, paint all the things, push out some dents, and a very, very deep detail and correction on this thing. They sent me some pictures, some progress photos along the way, and it has been really impressive. One cool thing, though, is they took off the side piece where the paint was peeling, and you kind of see how Ferrari had evolved from the 348 with the side strakes to the 355 with the more modern swoopy vent into the rear where the engine is on the car, and it just looks really cool. Of course, the 348 is an evolution to the 355, and you can see it right before your eyes with that panel off. I'm actually so impressed with them that I'm in my 2001 Bentley Azure right now, the one owned by Jean-Claude Van Damme originally. This thing was $300 and something thousand new, and I bought it for only 25,000 bucks, and ever since I got it, well, it's had plenty of boo-boos. Lots of little minor scratches, cosmetic damage. There's kind of a dent on the front fender. I don't think it's from Jean-Claude kicking it, but it's definitely there. And I've never had any of that fixed. Just the mechanical stuff to where it's pretty well sorted out, even though the car sits a lot, but not cosmetically fixed. And these guys can do everything in one stop. I'm not getting paid to do an ad for Van Gogh or anything. I'm paying them. I'm just so excited one-stop shopping when it comes to that I want to drop this thing off. But one thing, I had the top down for 9 months straight, something like that. And with the climate-controlled garage, the top came up no problem, which is a thing on these. There's 2 top repairs in this car's history, totaling like $20,000. But with the top down for that period of time, in a climate-controlled garage where it didn't get too hot or too cold, it didn't get all wrinkled or messed up, so maybe that's just how I'll leave it. It's 10 degrees outside right now, so I'm definitely going to have the top up. But I am really excited to see this 355 in person and see what they've done with it. It was a dirty, neglected mess before, but there was something pretty under there. We'll see. Stuart, hello.
Hey, how are you?
Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Yeah, well, here's the Bentley, and what? Well, that just happened. I lost my wheel cap.
Yeah.
That's a
Go
bummer.
off on the way over?
It looks like a semi-truck, this rear hub, though. Interesting. Well, I was going to have you clean this thing up. I guess I'll still do it, but now it's looking a little hoopty. It's got some damage here on the front bumper.
Okay.
Just some rubs over the years, similar to what you did the Ferrari, but maybe
Yeah,
not
chips
quite
and
as
things.
bad.
Oh, yeah. Right there. Okay.
And then there's a nice kick right here in the reflector of the light.
Oh, I see it. Yeah, we'll get that.
Think that can get pushed out?
I think so. We'll go that route first, and then if for some reason that doesn't work, we can always talk about it later.
Awesome. So is the Ferrari ready?
The Ferrari's ready. You want to go see it?
Yes. Holy moly. Here it is.
We're gonna be sad to see this one go. It turned out really good.
The yellow looks a few shades off.
Yeah.
That gun really does a good job of matching the color.
It does.
Because you did the whole bumper.
Yep, shot the whole bumper.
And these side pieces, the lower and the upper.
Here, there.
It is so close.
Yeah, we did notice this panel here has been repainted at some point, so it's a little off here, but
It's really close.
yeah, very close. Yeah.
Yeah.
Everywhere else, it's just
Wow.
yeah.
Well, I guess cue the music. Stuart, it looks like you went a little above and beyond here, because this was not that nice before. Did we just clean it up?
We did. Yeah, we cleaned it up. We actually took it apart, and we had to take it off anyway to buff the bumper and everything properly. Same with the tail lights. We buffed those. So it was easy. While it was off, we just repainted it real quick.
You repainted it, okay.
So over the years, the little holes get so much wax and dirt in them.
Virtually impossible. Okay,
Yeah.
this is unbelievable. All right, let's look inside. Holy crap.
And we don't use all the slimy dressings, so everything is just simply cleaned.
I like Armor All.
You like our?
Yeah, just
Well, this
just
car's
smother
so
it on.
fast, I didn't want you sliding out of it on the way
that's
back.
true. Oh, jeez. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, now it looks the part, for
Yeah.
sure.
It's all cleaned and all the work you did earlier. Now it's all, you know.
Yeah,
just
all the
entire
work I
polish.
did. I did all of it. Yes, myself. But, jeez. Yeah, it has a clear bra on it, so it's not going to be glass smooth. But still.
Yeah, the clear
moly.
bra was a little older, so we did what we could. You can actually buff that to an extent. A lot of guys are kind of scared to do that.
Oh, you even folded everything up all nice for me in my
Yeah.
my tool bag and my luggage.
Yep, and that's all been
you-
cleaned and dressed.
You licked this clean too?
Yes, we did. So, yeah.
Well, I really appreciate it.
Oh, absolutely. It's just such a beautiful car, and it's amazing what you can do to them. A little bit of work, and they just turn out fantastic.
Yeah, it's still a little bit hoopty though.
Yeah. I know you said you were gonna fix that, so
Eventually.
yeah.
Yeah.
Once that's done, boy, it'll just be.
Well, I appreciate it. I can't wait to show this thing to the wizard. And
Oh,
I paid the
absolutely.
bill. You don't have to
Okay.
chase me down and tackle me like the wizard
Right.
to pay. So let's do that, and then I'll hit the road.
All right.
Well, it turns out Stuart doesn't take American Express right now, not yet, but he invoiced me. He billed me to pay later, which, what world do we live in now? So I'm off in the Ferrari, off to the Wizards to check on the 348 and its fate, and we'll show off this. It's incredible, absolutely incredible. Now this thing looks as good as it drives. Oh yeah.
Oh, wizard. You did such a good job. Yeah, that's a ceramic coat. How does it taste?
Tastes like banana.
It doesn't taste like a banana, does it? You got me curious now. You know,
No.
it doesn't taste like anything.
No.
Nothing
You
at
fell
all.
For it.
Yeah, so you did get me to lick my own car. But it's as pretty as you got it driving now. Boy, they did a great job.
It turned out really well. I remember the bottoms, the rockers are all scraped up, and now they're not.
Yep. Really smooth, really nice. Worth it.
It
Now,
was worth it.
what's the verdict on the 348? It was apart the other day. I was walking past it. Engine out?
No, it was just another hose clamp.
Okay. But probably getting close because these hoses are getting old and letting go.
Yes.
I'm definitely on my last year, aren't I?
You are on your last year. Next year will be time for a major service on that.
Okay. Oh, did you get the little booties in on the 355?
Yeah, steering rack boots, they're here.
Okay, cool. Well, I'll leave this and take the 348 not leaking home.
Not leaking.
So this is actually a really good video, except I lost a wheel cap on the Bentley.
Oh no, the Azure?
Yeah, like impossible to find, $1,600. So I'm gonna retrace my steps. It like flew off somewhere.
Oh
So,
no.
fingers crossed. Scavenger hunt. Looking out for a really, really shiny bit of chrome on the side of the road. Doubt I'll find it on the highway, but I found that. Wowza. I did hear a banging noise in the neighborhood, so maybe I got lucky closer to the house. Maybe. Well, I don't see it. So that's $500 to $1,500 gone, unfortunately. Just one little wintry drive in the Bentley. Still overall a good day, obviously. The transformation on the 355 is incredible. I'll have to buy a wheel cap, but whatever. That's hoopty life. Your stuff just falls off your Bentley. Thank you so much for watching.